Hello everybody and welcome to the video. My name is Midway and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I sure am. Today I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my own personal opinion about StarTrekFleetCommand and whether or not I find this game to be fun as a new player since I started playing about a couple months ago really, and I have progressed a fair bit, but not that much really. And I'm just gonna be giving you my 2 cents of what I just think overall about this game. Now, StarTrekFleetCommand is a very complex game. There is many different things where you can progress through, just like pretty much any mobile game that's really respectable nowadays, but it has a depth that is different in the sense that it's not just straight up confusing and boring and daunting to get into. It's more like you can see that there is a progression to be made long term. You can value that once you start getting things together and putting all the pieces together, this can be a standalone game that you can play for actual long periods of time without actually just having to spend money to keep on progressing. It's not the kind of game where you are hard locked behind a paywall and you can straight up not even keep playing, right? You have plenty of avenues of just gameplay in the form of, especially as I found early on, just missions as a form of just keeping yourself busy and accumulating resources and just finding out more about the lore of the game, or simply little tasks to fulfill and have things to do, right? There is so many of them. Some of them will have pretty good rewards, and as a free-to-play player you can pretty much do them all as far as I can tell, especially early on. I haven't found anything where I was not able to just do the thing because of a paywall. So you will just have gameplay upon just hours and hours of things to do, which will feel rewarding. Honestly, feels rewarding to explore the galaxy. If you go out, and you will see, of course, the massive amount of planets that there is to explore, the vast amount of content that you can just looking at this expect to find. As like a new player, really feels, I like that idea. I like the idea that this is not just a game where you will go to your base, right? Of course, you will have your home station, you will have your base, you will have all your little buildings, and then of course many of these games you will just upgrade this stuff, and once you reach a certain point where you don't have enough resources, so you will just have to wait hours to do anything. That is not the kind of fun that I enjoy on a mobile game, right? It's honestly the norm for many or most mobile games, right? When you just get to that point that you are hard locked as a free-to-play player especially. But it's not just that, it offers all that broad range of things that you can see and just expect to be getting to that point eventually. Now, more than that, there is of course the whole range and broad system of upgrading your ship. If you go to the shipyard, there is many different upgrades and kinds of ships you can just expect yourself to be getting to eventually. A lot of them free to play, some of them you will have to pay for. These as a whole really just is exciting. It's like something to look forward to, right? If you are a fan of Star Trek, that is of course a plus. You will know some of this and what their importance is, but just generally talking about them, they look cool. If you go to your own hangar, you go to your own shipyard here, they all do look cool. You can just check them out, and there is a button over here. Yeah, you can just scroll in, zoom in, see what they look like. They do look cool, and you can see a progression on them. Now I know there is some other options to also customize them, so there's also that. It is cool to just have upgrade your ship, get a better crew on them, see them change, see the power just get bigger and bigger. Now that's not just talking fun, that's more of an aspect of what the game excites me about, really what entices me to play and what I feel that it is exciting. But there's more to it. Of course, the gameplay, it's pretty damn simple, at least early on. Of course, you just select an enemy, select a ship, and then click on attack, and the ship will just go there and do everything for you. There's not much depth to the combat, at least as far as I know as a new player, right? But once you start to get more ships, you unlock more dry docks and such, you will start to be able to just multitask, really. You will be able to send one ship to one system. You will be finishing one quest with one of your ships, and that one is going to whatever system once you are killing stuff with the other one, and you're collecting things here. So you start to have things to keep track of, and the complexity also grows, but also you are not bored and just waiting on one thing to finish and you're just logging out and just coming to do the same repetitive task. You can do multiple things at once, and that is something that I do find quite fun. It's straight up just fun, really. it is enjoyable to be able to have a list of things you want to do, list of things that you are organizing yourself, and as like a task list of how do I do this, okay, what ship can I use for this, okay, now I gotta go back to the main station to repair that ship, so what can I do about this? And then I'm sure there's gonna be multiple systems that are gonna be all coming together to make that even better. Maybe you can have multiple stations. I don't know, I've not even engaged into PvP versus stations, right? You got your own station and you can attack other stations. So PvP so far as I could tell is just bigger number wins, so that is what it is as far as I could tell. It is not the most exciting thing ever, but at the same time, you know, you can plunder resources, and I know there's many things that the community are probably, you know, I'm not really into the community in much depth, but I know there's like some sort of code of conduct, and they dictate how you should carry yourself around attacking other players and such. So all of that stuff, I don't know, I haven't really interacted with. Maybe it's something that I don't find as exciting or not, but whatever, you can just become a pirate and just attack whatever you like, and that is kind of cool, really, just looting people and getting stuff out of them. It seems kind of cool. Now early on, of course, I'm running in resources because of a lot of the events and such, so I don't find myself being gatekept by any of that. I do find many of the events they are just coming up, and all these little tasks that you could do, even the battle pass as a free-to-play player, that all feels quite cool. I don't want to say fun, it's just cool because it doesn't really hinder your progression much. You can still just do basically everything while just having enough resources. If you are ever falling behind, you will easily just reach a point or something will give you a massive amount of resources which are going to be able to just keep you going. So yeah, I haven't really found a wall where I was just bored. Also, I haven't really been playing this as that much as I could have, but if this is to be your main game, I am sure you would eventually be hitting that wall, so your opinion would be changing quite a little bit. But there's also plenty of resources, plenty of mods. This is a game that has a whole PC client. You don't even need to be using an emulator to play this on your PC. So yeah, this is a lot more than just as simple as mobile game. There is pay to win, of course, but there is a lot more to it, right? So that is a little bit of my 2 cents, what I think about it. I think it's fun. I think there is a lot of depth to it, and it's not just a boring as mobile game. There is quite a lot of investment into it by the community, as well as just a lot to discover on it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Now, before you go, if you are not yet using Aptoide, you should definitely check it out. It's going to give you from a 10% all the way up to 35% discount on future purchases. So let me just show you quickly. If we go to the store, whenever you are making a purchase, what's going to happen is that, that's not the store, actually, it's this one. But whenever you're making a purchase, what's going to happen is that you will be prompted to pay through the, why is there no offers active? There we go. You're going to be prompted to pay through the wallet for Aptoide, and that's going to tell you how much of a bonus you can accumulate whenever you make such a purchase, right? So that bonus can increase by things like using my code, is going to be down in the description, that's going to increase that bonus by 5% flat. Then you can accumulate higher bonuses by doing more purchases that can go all the way up to 35% if there's active events and such. Somehow my internet is pretty damn bad. Usually happens with this game, but let me just give me a second, and hopefully I could show you what the AppCoins wallet works like. But nonetheless, that is basically about it. It opens up the wallet, tells you how much of bonus you will get. Then you can just use the bonuses that you have accumulated to make the purchase for you instead of using your real money, and that way it serves as a form of a future purchase discount or an extra value for your money on the current purchase as a whole, right? So yeah, it's loading at pretty damn slow, so I'm not probably going to be able to show the purchase. It's going to take forever to load, but nonetheless, that is about it. If you got any questions, there's going to be a guide on how to set everything up and how all this works down in the description, so if you're interested, check that out. My code is also going to be there down in the description. Any questions, comment section is going to be there for you, and yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, see ya.